Hello everyone, I just wanted to do a quick demonstration of a damage oriented Qiqi. So pretty much the way that I've got her built is, and the reason why I'm making this is because in the new banner they've announced that the Jade Cutter is going to be there. So I think that weapon is probably one of the best weapons in the game, simply because it gives, it's like a giant stat stick. It gives a shitload of crit rate. And free HP, and it converts any maximum HP into attack. So I do have one that's at a high refinement on my gene, but just for the sake of the demonstration, I'll just show an R1 Jade Cutter. Now, the build that I'm running her on is a full physical build. You don't have to have 5 pieces of this set, it just so happens to have the best stats that I have, but I'll just show you quickly. I got relatively lucky with these. So pretty much you're just looking for as much crit rate and crit damage as possible, and complemented by like attack, energy recharge, wherever you can. And yeah, I mean, it's a pretty simple build. Qiqi already has like really high cooldowns and all that, so you don't really have to worry about like energy recharge too much. It's not really a big component of that damage anyway. But the reason why she's built this way is because she provides a lot of utility, and even built like this, she heals for more than enough. I think she's been, I guess, overtuned in a way when it comes to the healing that she can do. So a lot of it is unnecessary. So you could just build as a damage dealer, and she could easily heal your team if they get low on HP. And it's definitely perfect for like the current Abyss rotation, where the corrosion debuff is just constantly butt fucking your team. So she easily heals through that, no problem. Now I do have a C6 Qiqi. You don't really need that at all whatsoever. Her constellations kind of suck anyway, so it's not really too much of a contributing factor. So yeah, it's just like a bit of energy recharge. This one is probably the best one that you can get because it actually increases her damage by 15%. So if you do, I mean, I know a lot of people actually have constellations for Qiqi because they always come when you don't want them. So, but yeah, that's probably the best one to go for. The rest is, it's not really like, this is just DR. It just reduces the damage that you receive, and this is just like a revive, which is very niche. It's pretty nice when it works, but then like at the same time you don't need it at all whatsoever. These are talents. I've got a 999, and yeah, that's my Qiqi's build. Now there is a second build that I will be showing with the artifacts, but I'll get to that after I do the quick demonstration. Now the team I'm running is Zhongli. I'm going to do that for the resistant shred on the E, so it reduces resistances by 20%. That includes physical resistance as well. I'm going to be running with Sarah. The reason is that she provides an attack buff. Mine is crowned because I'm a bit of a simp, not gonna lie. Yeah, but mine's pretty well built, but like as long as you have a high base attack, like the refinements on this do not matter. None of this really matters at all. As long as she has a high based attack weapon and talent upgrades and level, that's all. The only thing that actually increase the attack buff that Sarah brings to the table. I don't think like any 5-star weapon or like a sacrificial bow, for example, that doesn't have a bad base attack. But yeah, I don't think the differences would be too huge. Now the last one in my team is Albedo. He was holding the Jade Cutter that I gave to my Qiqi. It does not matter like in this build. The main reason why he's here is to provide this buff, the 20% attack from his E, and Geo Resonance, of course, to give an extra 15% attack. Not attack, damage dealt is increased by 15%. Yeah, and all of this doesn't really matter. I mean, there's a slight damage increase from your C6, but like the damage that you're going to see is very achievable with a C0 Qiqi with a Jade Cutter. Okay, so let's see how this goes. So we're also getting Superconduct from the Sarah plus Qiqi combo. So is a bit of a diminishing return with the resistance shred because anything below 0% resistance gets halved. So for example, if they have 10% resistance to physical and then you reduce it by 20, it's actually 15%, because the 10% below 0% will become 5%. So half. So anyway, let's see how Qiqi goes. This is not going to be with food. I don't know if I showed her stats. So yeah, she has very high crit rate because of the Jade Cutter. Okay, so just get your shield up. Do this. Let's apply superconduct to the enemy and attack buff on Qiqi. Okay, so doing about 15k, 12k. And you could really, like, if I purposely take some damage here, you'll be able to see how much you can actually heal. If I take damage, oh, the thing's already dead. Never mind. Okay. Well, yeah, I think you guys get the point. Oh, whoops. Okay, let's get the attack buff on her. Superconduct. So, as you can see, it's hitting for about 15 to 16,000 twice with the charge attacks. So, let's try that again, just so I can get a bit of a more consistent demonstration, so you can see that there's no like variances in damage. And then I'll go ahead and show you the second build that I have, which is a bit of a surprise. I think you guys will like it. Okay. Okay, so let's try that again. Don't ask why I chose this dungeon. I mean, I just thought that would be very... The damage won't be that bad, and you know, I wanted to find a more difficult dungeon with a bit of a bigger target, I guess. Okay, so let's do this. Apply superconduct. I'm just going to do some normal auto attacks here, just to show regular damage. Let's apply this again. So we're seeing 8,000s, 5,000s, 12,000 of the last attack with the auto attack chain. Okay, let's do that. It's a bit of a bonus. I'll just screw it up. I'll show you the damage of my Sarah. I didn't see the damage that she did. I'm pretty proud of my Sarah. She's quite well built. Okay. Anyway, so now that I'm done with that, I'm going to show you the second build that I have in store. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have experienced farming the Viridescent set, and you keep getting really, really good stats on them, but they keep giving you the Maidens set. So, I thought, you know, I did a demonstration previously on a Jean build, running her on physical damage on the Maiden set. Now, I still have that set, and I'm going to actually show it on Qiqi to see how effective it actually is. So, let's see who has that set on. I think it's on my Traveler. He's just there to store it. Here we go. So, this is a bit of a sneak peek. I got very lucky with the healing bonus circlet. Now, normally you'll have a crit damage circlet here, or like a crit rate one with a crit damage substat. But I got really lucky with this. So this actually allows me to get some pretty crazy stats while running a healing bonus circlet. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, so where is my Traveler? Go. So a physical damage goblet on the Maiden set as well. Attack percent sans, really nice stats. Here we go. Here again, very, very nice stats. So I know a lot of people have some very, very good stats on their Maidens pieces. It's completely not asked for, but MiHoYo just decides to give them to you anyway. So, you know what? Let's make it come to good use. So, I'm running 172% crit damage and 75.5% crit rate. If you can see, her healing bonus is sitting at 73%, which is really fucking high. And on top of that, she gets another 15% here. I mean, she gets another 20% here, sorry, after using either an elemental skill or burst. So that pops her up to about 93%, 92% healing bonus. The healing that she does is ridiculous. It's like very, very unnecessary, but it allows you to unga bunga and just, you know, take every hit ever, and you would never die. You can just heal through it easily. So I'm going to show you that now, and you can see that it is completely viable playing her as a physical damage dealer on a maiden set. So you know, this is what makes the game so enjoyable to me, is because you can kind of think outside of the box, you know, see what other things you can try out. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is how they intended her to be built, but no one actually likes this set, so they rather just put on like a physical build, or like, you know, maybe a Blizzard Australia build. But you know, if you like to heal a lot while doing damage, you know, this might be the set for you. I mean, granted, I don't think everyone will have the artifact quality that I have, but I still think it'll be pretty fun to show the potential of it. So let's go. Okay, so we're going to do exactly the same thing. Oops. Okay, so let's get your shield up. Get this up. Let's get Sara's buff up and superconductor even. Okay, so let's see how hard she's hitting. I can't see the damage. The 4K regular attacks. Yep, just doing my regular attacks. Okay, let's try this again. 5k, 5ks, 9k at the end. Charge attacks are hitting for about 10k. So it's definitely lower, but it's still quite respectable. She's having no issues whatsoever. Killing all this. Charge attack. Oh, I lost the shield. Okay. Shield down. So it's more reminiscent of like a bruiser build, if that, you know, if you guys are familiar with the terminology. You know, you're very tanky, you heal a lot, and at the same time you can dish out a bit of damage. You know, it's not nothing. It's definitely a decent amount of damage. Get this up. There you go. So I'll do one more run just so we can see a bit more consistency. But as you can see, you know, it's like a face tank kind of strategy. So you could just go in and just kind of heal and tank through everything with shields and healing. I mean, I don't even think I took any damage in there anyway to heal. So you know, for the harder content, it's definitely really useful, like, you know, spiral bits and stuff. You know, if you don't care about killing stuff fast, but you just want to clear it very safely and comfortably, then I would definitely recommend this build. You know, but I know there are a lot of people out there that are end game and they like to just speed clear everything. You know, this is probably not the kind of character that you would like to play. I mean, it's the reason why a lot of people consider her bad, because she doesn't actually do, you know, as much damage as a pure damage dealer, for example. So, you know, which I think is a bit ridiculous. I mean, she has a very specific role that that they designed her for. You know, I don't know why anyone would expect her to do as much damage as another damage dealer. So, okay. I mean, I guess I could give her a bit more utility. I mean, I can agree with that. But, you know, anything else, I don't think, I don't think she's that bad. You know, as a character. So she's hitting 26k with her ultimate, and that's on a physical build as well, by the way, so, you know. Okay, so she's taking some damage. Instantly full health. Okay. Oh, she's suddenly not critting. Okay, let's take some damage on my Zhongli. I'm gonna get my Zhongli to low health and see how much I could actually heal. I got a 45,000 HP Zhongli, so this should be a nice test to see how much you could actually heal. Come on, kill me. I might just let him die and I'll revive him, so he's on a very, very low amount of HP. Come on, kill me. Hit me. Okay, so that's a dead Zhongli. Perfect. Let's get him back. Okay, so he's on a very low amount of HP. now. He's got the mark on him. 9.7 thousand. 9.7 thousand. Oh, he's full health. There you go. Just poke him a few times, and you know you're back at full health. So it's definitely a lot of fun. You know, there's nothing that she cannot heal. I mean, even a 50k HP character, there's no problem. You know. Okay. 11k. There you go. So hopefully that was a nice showcase. I mean, you'll be able to off-put very similar damage to what I did with this. I mean, I don't think many people will have the luxury of running her on a healing bonus circlet. So you could probably just replace that with a crit damage circlet. With the Jade Cutter, there's no reason to go crit rate circlet because you already have a very easy time building that golden ratio. I think it's a 2-to-1, but when it comes to crit damage and crit rate. But yeah, you would just probably put like a crit damage one here, unlike myself. But this is just a bonus. It's just a little bit of fun, really. You know, it feels kind of nice, you know, healing a Zhongli that has nearly 50,000 health in 3 hits. So, but besides that, you know, that's my Qiqi. It's just a showcase of a character that is, it's got a very negative light put on her because of, I guess, her role in this game and the way that she's designed. But you know, if you build her correctly, she could have a lot of fun. You're not gonna, you know, get record-breaking damage, but you get respectable damage that is, you know, it's enough to clear any content in the game comfortably. You know, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. You know, you can build her physical Pale Flame. You can build a 2-piece Pale Flame, 2-piece Bloodstain, 2-piece Pale Flame or Bloodstain with Gladiator. You could build her Blizzard Strayer with a physical Goblet. There's so many ways that you could actually build her, and you know, it should give you some pretty decent results. I mean, as you can see, I built her on a maiden set of all sets, and it still worked out fine. So hopefully you all enjoyed that, and if you have any questions, you know, feel free to leave a comment. You know, I'm not really a serious content creator, at least, or not yet at least. You know, I just kind of upload for fun. But yeah, just feel free to, you know, ask me any questions, and I'll see if I can answer it for you. Anyway, have a nice day, everyone, and I'll see you guys next time.